There are these small moments of life that make it feel peaceful, more than it usually is. Commander was slowly walking home from work one a rainy night. The streets seemed to have nearly flooded within minutes. As Commander calmly strolled from sidewalk to sidewalk, he could see how quickly the rain made the water rise, the sewers draining most of it. The water would only rise again and again. This reminded Commander of the bills he receives, the costs rising and falling. He never could understand why they did that. But when Commander finally reached his house, he stepped onto the porch and let out a brief grin before unlocking. He walked inside with heavy steps, every inch and every curve of his body soaked along with his clothes. Upon taking off his shoes, Commander was suddenly frightened by a loud thump noise across the hallway to the living room. He looked closer, to which he found out it was the cat being clumsy again. He sighed and made his way up the stairs to the bedroom. As Commander was about to reach the last step, he hit his pinky toe on the hard wooden curve of the step. He had forgotten how sensitive his toes were because Commander was in enough pain to let out a masculine grunt along with it. Babe, is that you? Come inside the bedroom, sweetie. I've been waiting. To his surprise, Vira wasn't asleep. The steps he took to getting back up were accompanied by another grunt, and then he made his way inside the bedroom. The lights were on. Hey, baby. Sorry I was late. Work was just pretty stressful today. Commander let out a sigh as he entered the room, but then finding Vira lying on her side, wearing the same latex his mother was wearing when his father impregnated her. Vira, baby, what's this? He then noticed candles were lit near the window. Sweat began to drip down Commander's head, seeing he has never had intercourse with someone wearing the same thing his mother wore during intercourse. Oh, come on, honey. Stop being nervous and come to me. I'll take all your stress away. Commander gulped aggressively, and then slowly sat on the edge of the bed. Vira leaned over to massage his shoulders, an attempt at getting him in the mood. Wow, babe. Mr. Orius must have really gotten blood boiling today. She continued massaging Commander for a couple minutes. Vira, you have no idea how much I needed this. Commander grabbed Vira's left hand from his shoulder and pulled her close. Vira let out a faint moan as he pulled. Commander then aggressively leaned in with his hands, wrapped around her waist. He then started French kissing her, then making his way slowly down her neck and to her breasts. Vira began to pinch her nipples in arousal, slightly moaning with every kiss Commander bestowed upon her soon-to-be sweaty mess of a body. Commander then reached for Vira's still flaccid penis. Oh boy, if I had a vagina, I'd probably be squirting up a hurricane already. Commander grinned at her with sexual intent, leaned towards her penis, and proceeded to gently caress it with his wet, saliva-soaked tongue. Ah. Vira starts the process of making screeching noises as her head tilted towards the ceiling. The two, the two then looked at each other, eyes making aggressive contact for a good 60 seconds before Commander stopped his sucking and climbed up the bed. It's time to show you. Commander begins to unstrap his belt. Why they called me drill sergeant back in Afghanistan. He then threw the belt down to the floor and then forcefully flipped Vira over on her front side. Do your worst, Daddy Conflict. Vira got her Higo Hargero triangle position and Commander made his way to her hole. They were both sweating massively already. Commander got hold of Vira's left ass cheek. He got in this plank position and proceeded to first tease her by gently rubbing his incredibly hard cock against her hole. Vira made one last moan before she started really screaming with joy. Commander grunted as he slipped his rock-hard 9-incher into Vira's wet, pink anus. He kept it in there for a good 5 seconds before starting to really thrust harder and harder by the minute. At that point, both Vira and Commander were screaming in joy. Life could not get more perfect than this for Daddy Conflict. Commander was letting out massive orgasms with every push-up he did, while plowing his shaft deep into the endless crevice of Vira's piping hot hole. As Vira continued moaning as loud as she humanly could, she also let out some farts as Commander was using her. Oh, Vira, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. The farts Vira let out had pushed Commander's sex organ over the edge. He was about to climax. Ah! Don't pull out. Don't fucking pull out. It was done. What was left of Vira's tight, wet anus was now gone. All that was left was the massive load Commander pumped into her. Before they could get out of their positions, they were interrupted. Commander, baby, I'm home. Commander looked at Vira. She looked at Commander. They were both so nervous they could not move. They were left in a panic. They were left in a pathetic Higo-Hargero triangle position, and they were going to get caught. Oh, hey, baby. I see you've already made yourself at home in bed. I actually brought back some pie from... Control froze before he could step into the room. Everyone was staring at each other in the most intense way possible. All Control could see was Commander's still rock-hard throbbing cock inside of Vira's hole, which was destroyed. A cream pie was still pouring out of her as they were staring. Commander looks down and lets out a sigh. Well, since you already caught me cheating, want to join in before we divorce? Commander offers. Control looked at him in disgust for a second, but they started staring at Vira, dead in the eye. Vira, you're underage, Control says. The end. Romance novel written and published by Boo Felix.